Woohoo!
Good morning.
We are live. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Rita. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. As you can see, I'm outdoors. All sorts of fun things happening this morning. And we just get to show up, and actually how beautiful, because I'm in my mama's backyard and you can see all the beautiful trees. So it's actually quite nice. It's beautiful. It's cool. I'm in California.
It's
Mm,
cool in
I don't
California right now. Then that is a blessing in itself, right?
yes, I think I'm going to get the best of it this morning as we get to share and connect.
Oh,
Love it. Thank you for having me here.
I'm so excited to share you with my network of people because you're so amazing. I've known you for several years. So let me just give you guys a little bio about Rita Bacuzzi. She's amazing, also known as Mama Rita Money. I love that nickname.
Thank you.
She's the CEO of Flourish Inc., a financial expert, money coach, and speaker. She's passionately committed to her mission of guiding and educating 1 million families around money. I love that. It gives me goosebumps to achieve financial peace of mind through money education and transformative mindset breakthroughs. She educates people with a holistic and transformational approach, connecting them with the purpose of their money and teaching how to protect it. And I have taken a few of her different classes and been to a few of her events. And believe me, this woman is on fire, changing the world. So our topic today, I mean, Rita, you talk about so many different topics, right? I mean, you are a master at money mindset, which that I think should be our next topic. But
Yeah.
today we're talking about recession, money
Mhm.
in recession or progression. What does that really mean?
Well, I want to thank you for the whole intro. And before I go into that really quick, I wanted to tell you, you know what? Progression starts with our dreaming, right? And it is a part of our mindset. So that is one basis. And because of people like you, Melissa, that goal of 1 million families is now 5 million families. Woohoo! And it's all possible as we share. And I like to say this, especially, I'm going to say this is for everyone. However, women and girlfriends, when they find really amazing things, they share them to no end. And this is why the million is turning into 5 million, because they're probably pretty close to reaching, at least making people aware, 1 million or more aware. So it is about the education. And so the mindset, recession or progression, you just think about it, because I think right now a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, this looming economy and the recession. Well, the most millionaires were made out of a recession, and we have more resources than we've ever had in history to be able to do so, to work together, to collaborate, to create a team, to start doing it with even no money, right? There's just so many. We just get to know how to tap into them. So the recession is just that, right? Receding back. So when think of other times that you've been in recession, or maybe other friends or family have been in recession. It's not just about the economy at large, because sometimes there are people that are flourishing in it. So, really, this is a personal topic. Is your own economy in recession? And I like to give the personal example of, gosh, when I got cancer 12 years ago, for which I've been a survivor, um, yeah, we were in money recession big time, right? And I call that getting, I got cancer and then I got financial cancer. And it doesn't happen just with cancer, it could happen with any ailment or disease. So, what do we do for that type of recession? What are the resources? This is what we get. What are the resources to protect me from a recession, from a medical event? What are the resources to protect me from a recession of maybe my money is in the market? Now, is it money I can afford to lose? If it is, then you're okay, right? And what I mean is okay to lose, because I know nobody likes to lose money. And then it does come back, but begs the question, when? No one has a crystal ball, right? So, are you good waiting for the long term? there are many, many people that, turn 65 this year at the beginning of the year, and they said, ah, this is my year. I get to retire. Not so much, because the market's going down and then it's going up and it's going down and it's receding tomorrow and the next day it's going back up and you don't even know what to do. A lot of people are in paralysis. So what you do is get to learn about, hey, what are the resources for that? And how do you tap into these resources? Well, you start asking questions, you start exploring, you look up workshops, you read books from people that have become millionaires before. Super simple. It can be free. I say free to fee as your progression of maybe level of commitment comes into the game. And that level of commitment is how much do you want to invest in you, right? So those are a few of the questions. I hope you wrote them down. If not, hopefully you can replay this because it really starts there. And it doesn't matter if you don't have two nickels to rub together or you're making, you know, multiple six figures and you're at a level of broke that you can just not understand because money is coming to you and flowing through you. I guarantee you it's easier to not acknowledge. So I go into my A's. I love alliterations of things, as you know, Melissa, because I like thinking like we get to create it as simple as being 5 years old. So 5-year-olds, they do rhymes and they do alliterations and they have fun with it because this recession should not tap into the recession of your energy around money specifically. So we get to start with awareness. Where is my level of awareness? How can I level it up? So from there, what's my next step? Well, I have to acknowledge. Acknowledgement isn't always fun. Absolutely necessary, but not fun. Or it could be amazing or more amazing than you thought. That's what I find for most people. It really is a small percentage that find out that they're, well, actually, most of the times I never find anybody that's in a worse place than they thought. It's usually better. And that's an awareness in of itself. So you're probably in a place where you thought or better typically. It's less than 1% or worse off than they thought. So you get to acknowledge that and then you get to kind of check yourself like what's your attitude about that situation? Is your attitude you know what, this sucks. I hate this. I give up. I can't. No, right? How about what's possible? Most people know me. I'm about being a possibilitarian, right? What is that? You could Google it. It's a real word. To me, that's being a Pollyanna girl. And for some people, that's a generational dating. So you might not know what that is either. But that's looking at the world with our best set of eyes or our rose colored glasses. And as we do that, we move towards that. So that is super important. And if you need help, then get an accountability partner, someone that's doing as well or better than you, specifically in the mindset piece of it. You see them being successful. You don't want to Google stuff or ask friends that are more broke than you or possibly more broke than you. It's visible. So align with them, hook up with them. People love helping people. That's how I started out. It's just helping people be better, see a better version of themselves. And if you can't see that in yourselves, let them do it for you. That's them walking alongside you. It's not somebody that's going to push you or pull you. From that attitude, then you get to just take action. So, what is my next best move? And they get to be baby steps. Or, if you need to make a leap or a jump, then you go from there. Um, it gets to be within your comfort zone to a degree, because if you never stretch, you'll never grow. So make sure it's not going to be somebody that's going to create a codependence, but a collaboration to leveling up. And like I said, when you allow someone to help you, that's also you giving. Most people don't believe that or receive that. And that's part of the issue. Money, money mindset, being positive in all of this to align is a reciprocal nature. And literally just had this conversation. I had one of my events last night, with about 20 girls. We had wine, women, and wealth, bunch of fun topics together where we are in a community that aligns and we all support each other. And the topic was, I'm a great giver, but it's really hard to receive. Well, if you are not receiving, you are in recession, not progression. And you stopped the flow of somebody else being able to progress. So maybe causing stagnation, or if they were in not such a good space, they too may go into recession saying, wow, that person doesn't think I'm worthy of doing it. So be mindful of these things. While these seem like small things, they literally all apply to our relationship with money and with ourselves. And so we just get to take some of those tips and apply them, and really simple with the A's, right? Be an A student in awareness, in acknowledgement, in attitude, in action for your alignment, which then equals results of abundance. And it's
Marlene,
that simple. And have fun, right? Have fun. Be playful. Be mindful. We're human. We're not supernatural beings. And we get to have a journey and we get to love on ourselves and hold grace in space. That is progression,
oh, and
right?
that is, oh, Marlene
Be,
again. Thanks,
be a
Marlene.
student. Amen to that one, Marlene. Because you want to know what? All successful multimillionaires and billionaires and gazillionaires, you know what they're doing all the time? They're learning. They're open to learning, they're open to receiving, and they're open to giving. And that is progression.
Ooh, mic drop. Very,
Super
very
exciting.
powerful, Rita. Thank you so much. I mean, what can you say after that? It's just like, okay, bye, have a great day.
That's yep,
Aladdin.
that's that's the message for the day. And there's more. And I'm going to say you get to explore. Be that child, right? Children are always asking, they're always growing, right? They're progressing. We get to learn from children and tap into that inner child of yourself. And again, whatever you would to say to a child in a loving way, be sure you're saying it to yourself. Be sure you're saying it to yourself. Be loving. Loving is progression, right?
Yeah.
No one needs to be scolded. No one needs to be shoulded all over. No one needs any of those things. And if you wouldn't do it to somebody else that you love, then don't do it to yourself. And honestly, one of the things is if you are how you are treating yourself is how you teach others to treat you. We are in leadership every day. Leadership is progression. And you may not feel like a leader. And I'm going to tell you a lot of this, how I'm teaching and showing up, this leadership stance, right? To have a money empowerment movement is really an empowerment movement within ourselves. And I realized like I've been reading a lot of books and learning, and I didn't think of myself as a leader 5 years ago, like just 5 years ago. And now I'm on stages talking to hundreds of people. I've been speaking to thousands and exposed to millions, right? Never knowing how it was going to show up or how it was going to happen. And all I started doing is reading leadership books. A great one out there, just so somebody can start with one, is Brene Brown's Daring Greatly.
I
If you
love
haven't read it, read it. If
it.
you read it and you maybe are a few months away, even read it again. It's amazing how we do shift, and we could read the same book once, twice, three times, but because we're in a different space and place, there's that little extra level up, level up, level up. So keep on leveling up
Yep.
so that this way you go from exploration to excellence. It's a journey. You get to expand in between, you get to embrace things in between, and also you get to enjoy everything along the way.
I love it. I love it. I enjoy this. I enjoy just being meeting people like you, Rita, and then just being able to be a part of sharing your message is just, oh, it just warms my heart. So you
And
guys,
you're a leader and you're a giver. And that's what I love about you, Melissa, because you're touching so many lives, and the ripple effect of that is collateral goodness. And you don't even know how many people that you're touching, but it will be millions if it's not so already. So I want to say thank you for that.
yes, thank you. I met you like 5 years ago, and at Wine Women and Wealth, and I think it was Burbank or somewhere.
Yep,
And
it's in Burbank.
you have been inspiring me for the last 5 years. I've been just kind of
Thank you.
still listening to what you're doing. So it means a lot to me that we're, being able to be together like this. So,
Oh, me
you
too.
guys listening, I'm going to post some info in the chat after the show, and please reach out to Rita. She has so much goodness, so much love to share with you. So please reach out to her. And
Wonderful.
Rita, have a beautiful day. It's
You too. Thanks.
Tuesday today, almost the midweek. Life is
Yep.
flying by. So,
I know. And we're already in September. I can't believe it. I'm going to position everybody. You said it, 5 years, right? So one of the questions you get to ask is, where do I want to be a year from now? Where do I want to be 3, 5, 10? And write it down. That's a documented declaration. So where do you want to be? What does that look like? Dream, and dream it big. Dream it so it sounds crazy,
yes.
crazy good. And just keep moving forward. And Melissa, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for doing this.
Yay. All right. Well, bye, everyone. Have a beautiful day.
Ciao for now.
I'm really jealous you're in California right now.
See you soon.